Welcome back. Most, if not all, animal lovers will tell you their pet is a member of their family. There are countless abuse victims who stay in a horrible situation simply because they won't leave their special animal behind. But two attorneys and animal lovers themselves are doing something good for these victims and their pets. Our Charlotte Deleste has their story.
Sometimes what draws us together is what could keep us apart. In 2000, Pam Hart and Megan Senatori found out they were vying for the same summer legal clerkship at UW's law school.
The interviewer said, "I probably shouldn't do this, but I want to show you the application for the woman behind you because they're identical." So sure enough, the question was, what's your dream job? And we both said, open an animal sanctuary.
I grew up on a farm, so I loved animals. Dogs, cats, bunnies. We've had goats, cows, horses. I grew up showing horses.
Pam grew up with dogs, including a German Shepherd mix named Max. It was at a conference while in law school that Pam and Megan discovered something that would bring them closer to their purpose.
The advocate was describing how a client she was working with who had found shelter for herself in a domestic abuse shelter had received in the mail photographs of her batterer physically abusing her pet. And the woman came with the photographs to her domestic abuse advocate and said, "I have to go home."
No one ever heard from that woman again.
Research shows that up to 48% delay leaving an abusive relationship because they don't have anywhere safe for their pets.
That was when their law school education went from book learning to life learning. They started a nonprofit to shelter the pets of individuals in abusive relationships. They asked their law professor if it could count for credits.
And thankfully, she said yes. So here we are, 16 years later.
Sheltering Animals of Abuse Victims, or SAVE, is a program that saves lives, animals and humans.
Pets become pawns and tools that batterers use to control the people in the household.
Shelters typically don't take animals. SAVE provides a confidential safe haven for those animals for up to 90 days, giving the abuse victim peace of mind.
We keep this confidential by nature for everybody's safety, including the people fleeing an abusive situation, the animals, as well as the foster parents.
We never know when the call is going to go out that a foster family is needed, but we're always ready.
Rachel and Ron have been SAVE foster parents for 8 years.
You never know where they're coming from.
They've fostered over a dozen.
They tend to warm up to her a little before they actually warm up to me.
Their first foster was a cat.
I felt this huge responsibility to take care of this animal that, his mom was, really going through a really hard time, and it was my job to make sure this cat was loved and taken care of and nothing happened to him.
And with two animals of their own, they get it.
Have a little understanding that, what these people are going through, this is the last thing that they need to worry about.
All the fosters that come in here get spoiled. They're part of the family. They deserve to be safe and happy and healthy, and that's why we do it.
We do whatever we can to accommodate any type of animal.
Since 2001, SAVE has lived up to its name and has saved over 300 animals.
From dogs, cats, to a hamster named Faith.
So this program is about saving lives of victims, their children, and their pets so that everybody can leave safely as a family.
And move on to a better, safer life.
If you are a victim of domestic abuse, please contact Domestic Abuse Intervention Services Helpline at 608-251-4445. If you have an animal, it is through Days that you get connected to SAVE. To learn more about SAVE or to volunteer, throw some money their way for the great things they do, go to www.saveprogram.org.